Good morning guys and welcome back to my channel. It's my off today and I'm just doing a lot of household chores because I've been busy for the past couple of days and weeks. So doing household chores is one of the thing that I really love to do even though I'm a little bit tired. Weather here today is really sunny, blue skies, and let's see if we can go out with my partner. Let's go and clean the dishes first. And I haven't washed my face in this way because I don't want to do nothing at all during my off. This is my off. This is how my life or our lives evolve here in Australia. So much things to do, and I'm hungry. I don't know what I'm going to eat for my brekkie. Yeah, if you're planning to go here in Australia, but you can experience the reality and what you're going to expect once you arrive po. And we might tackle probably one expectation and one reality of life here in Australia po. So that you have a bit of idea, I might do more vloggings on that if I have a lot of time. Realization po, reality number one po, living here in Australia po. This is, everybody is experiencing it po. Not only Filipinos but other nationalities po na nagma-migrate dito sa Australia. Yung po, you're gonna be work hard because if you're not and you just immigrated or you just arrived in Australia, you need to pay the rent, the bills, and everything. And if you have a good job to sustain all those needs, mahirap po. So, especially if you arrive po on a student visa, and you just imagine the tuition fees, let's say, you're taking up nursing po, it costs, pagpalagin na po natin $15,000 per semester po. So, $15,000 times 2 because it's a year for whole year, so it's $30,000, and you're gonna convert it to Philippine pesos, so it's really expensive. Plus, you're gonna, as a student, you have to pay your accommodation po, foods, plus po. Sa ngayon po kasi, the easiest way to come here in Australia po is on a student visa, and while applying po on your student visa, you can bring your family din po. And as a student po, we can work po 20 hours a week, and you can work in the hospitality or in the hospital or whatever sort of work that somehow you can earn a little bit of money. And ipagpalagay na po natin na $15 an hour, i-times mo po sa, let's say, 37 po ang exchange rate. Maganda po ang kita. Kaya lang po, you have to save. Kasi nga po, you have to pay the tuition fees. And if you come here po on a skill visa, ganun din po ang mangyayari. You have to work harder because, as I've said, magbabayad po kayo ng bahay. It's really expensive po life here in Australia. And house rent po dito per week ang payment, let's say, pinakamababa po is $450 a week. So, that's a week po. So, and if you're settled po, mas lalong malaki po ang finances, ang budget po, because some will buy a house, purchase a car, so para mabayaran po yung mga loans na yon, you have to work really hard. So, yun po ang kalakalan dito, not only here in Australia, but other countries po. So, hindi po madali sapagkat ang marami pong obligasyon, maraming babayaran or babayarin, and you're thinking as well, if you came here po and you still have family back in the Philippines, so you have to send them po, you know, a little bit of help, because the connotation po is that if you're here and working here po, not only in Australia, we are rich, we have a lot of money, but they didn't even realize po that we are spending dollars, not pesos po. And even though we bring dollars in the Philippines, and if you convert into pesos, still the same thing po. Gagastos ka, mamamalengke ka rin po, you have to pay other bills po. So, that's one thing na somehow hindi po naiintindihan unless na nakapunta po sila dito and na-experience po ang sitwasyon. So, mahirap po kasi you're gonna work really hard. And ang expectation po natin, if you hear the word Australia, or if you planning and arrive in Australia, ang expectation po natin is just that we're gonna go for, you know, a trip or a tour. We're gonna see all those beautiful scenery in Australia. But yeah, for the past few days or week, we can do that. But as I mentioned, if you really work hard and you really don't have time to go out, you're gonna be start working 7 days or 5 or 6 days, and it starts in the morning and let's say 5:30 or 6 and finish at 3:30. And if you're not really happy with just one job, mag-a-apply ka pa po or may iba pa pong trabaho just to sustain the needs. So yung quality of time po with your family, wala po eh. Kasi at the end of the day, pagod ka, you just need is just to relax, have dinner, and go to bed. And some other members of the family, for example, because they are working, so in the morning they have their own work. So, alis po sila ng umaga. Sometimes, yung ibang member po ng family starts po ng job as 11 or 10 o'clock in the morning, and then arrive po sa bahay ng maghahating gabi or 10 or 11 in at night. So they don't have time, they don't have quality of time, because they just work, save a little bit of money to have a holiday. That's the only time po na nakakapag-banding po ang family, having a holiday po maybe sa Pilipinas or other state po here in Australia. But everyday activities, life po, yung quality of time po, kulang po talaga sapagkat andyan na po yung trabaho, mag-aaral ka, or there are a lot of commitments. So, halos hindi nga po magkikita ang member ng family whole day eh. And I experienced din po yun. So, yun po yung isa sa mga realidad at expectation ng mga tao na pupunta po dito. It just not only in this country, but some other countries po. Yun po ang mahirap connotation na maganda ang buhay. Yes, I could say maalwan. Ang sweldo po is maganda, maayos, malaki, but malaki rin po ang gastusin. And talagang magtatrabaho ka po ng todo-todo just to sustain our daily needs po at payment po sa mga bills. Kaya nga po, I see to it that I have a holiday once a year po. Kasi I need to relax. We need to relax at least a month. And just to be with the family. Sapagkat when after the holiday, at bumalik po, yun, trabahong kalabaw na naman po tayo. So, yun po ang realidad ng life. Hindi lahat po ng oras ay masaya, gumagala tayo. Hindi po ganun ang buhay dito. Mas maganda pa nga sa Pilipinas kasi much more relaxing. Even though medyo mababa po yung sweldo, at least relax ka rin po sapagkat if you're gonna rent a house, it's not that really expensive. And if you're living in the province po, pwede po magtanim, libre halos lahat. So, it's much more relaxing po. Unlike po dito na you're gonna spend dollars pag pumunta ka po sa grocery and just to go out. A simple meal here po is you're gonna spend $7 or $10, which is really expensive po. So, yun po, ilang lang po sa mga insight po na I experienced. This is based on my experience. So, may kanya-kanya naman pong experience tayo, mga overseas Filipino workers na katulad ko po. So, yun lang po. Life is not always fun and madali. Makaka-experience ka rin po talaga ng hirap. And though this is part of life, and we have to deal all those sacrifices just for our future po and our family and for our retirement na rin po. So, yun lang po ang ganap sa ngayon. And we might go out later because the weather is really good. I've been busy and it's just my off and I just wanna relax. So if you like this video, guys, give me a thumbs up po, and don't forget to subscribe and smash the red bell icon so that you'll be notified with my upcoming videos po. Bye for now, guys.
I can see it in your eyes. You've seen the moon